Hey everyone, my name is DJ and thanks for watching FilmSlash. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hellraiser, the reboot from October of this year, 2022. So, we're going to be comparing it to the original, seeing how well it matches up. Is it any good? Well, stay tuned. Alright, so Hellraiser. Let's talk about it. So when this movie was first announced, either 2 or 3 years ago, I was very conflicted on how I felt because, well, I mean, why would you want to start a new Hellraiser universe, so to speak? I mean, look, the Hellraiser sequels don't exactly have that great a reputation. The earlier ones I really enjoy, particularly Hellraiser 2 and Hellraiser 3. I thought those are probably the best of the sequels. Some of the other ones I found enjoyment out of them, but they were just I don't know, they weren't it for me. But with that being said, you could always return to that same universe as long as you have Doug Bradley. And as far as I know, Doug Bradley is very much open to playing Pinhead as long as the script is good and as long as the timing is fine. I never really got why they would want to just reboot the franchise or remake it or whatever at that point that they were calling it. Um, However, now that the film has been out for about a month and I actually watched it um, several times, and I'm gonna be honest, I really enjoyed it. There are definitely flaws with the film and some problems that I have, and I will address a few of them in a few seconds. But I, for the most part, enjoyed it, and I think it's a worthy film to call Hellraiser, and I would definitely like to see a sequel set in this same universe. So to start off, let's see. Pinhead. I'm just gonna go with the obvious Pinhead. Um, of course, I always thought Doug Bradley was the only Pinhead for me, in the same way that for me, Jason Voorhees is Kane Hodder, Robert Englund is my Freddy, and so on and so on. So when they announced the fact that they were recasting Pinhead, that was the main issue I had. Like, sure, you want to reboot it, you want to maybe make it like a Halloween 2018 where you have this movie and it's only set after the original, sure. But to just recast completely, I thought was a total, wrong move to make. I can definitely say for certainty now that I was wrong. No, no, no. Jamie Clayton, who plays the new Pinhead in this movie, she does absolutely fantastic. I thought her version of Pinhead was very well done. It was menacing. It was creepy. The voice that they decided to go with for this particular Pinhead, it reminded me of Gozer from Ghostbusters. I don't know if anybody else kind of felt that way, but I definitely felt like it sounded a bit like Gozer. And Gozer, in some ways is like menacing and a little bit creepy. So I kind of like that. I dug that a bit. Um, and I can definitely say Jamie Clayton does a wonderful job as Pinhead, but I gotta say the one of the issues that I have with this film is that they don't use Pinhead as much. That can be said for the original as well, but I really was wanting to see much more of Jamie Clayton as Pinhead in this movie. As much as they were marketing her on the posters and some of the trailers, I was hoping to see more. And who knows, maybe if they do a sequel, we'll get some more of that character development and whatnot. For now, I think, that is one of the flaws or one of the issues that I have with this film. But that's not to say it's not a great film overall. It's just I would have very much liked to have seen more of, Pinhead. And they also I want to say demoted Pinhead in this movie because it didn't really feel like Pinhead was the leader of the Cenobites. You know, they definitely felt like they were, um, I guess, the main one. It didn't really feel much like a leader of the Cenobites, more like they were all just a group together, and this is the main one that you want to focus on. But I definitely would like to see. more of that in the future. Um, as far as the plot itself, I thought it was, I thought it was okay. There have been worse Hellraiser plots in the past. Hell World. And it was pretty good. I definitely liked the lament puzzle box. I liked how they changed it up. It's no longer just a box. It has these different configurations. It changes shape with every time you solve the puzzle. I like the fact that it's not that you have to solve the puzzle anymore. You solve the puzzle, and after solving it, this metal spike comes out, and if it stabs you and it gets your blood, that's when the Cenobites come to take you. I really like that concept. I thought that was so cool because throughout the Hellraiser movies, it seemed like it got easier and easier for people to just solve the lament puzzle box and get taken from the Cenobites. But no, in this one, you know, the configuration seemed a bit more difficult, and once you solved it, you're gonna get stabbed and taken away if you're not careful. I also like the idea that, uh, you can solve this box, and if you do, you can get a wish, quote unquote, wish granted. I believe someone was pleasure, knowledge, power, but it's not exactly what you wish for, because as we all know, the Cenobites are demonic, they're twisted, they are actual demons from hell. So yeah, they're going to, deceive you and make you think something, and when in reality, no. They're just fucking with you, and one way or another, you're gonna get fucked. So I really like that kind of twist on the puzzle box. As far as the characters go, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember the main character's name, the main girl's name, but um, at some points I liked her, but in others, I gotta say, it felt like she was just making wrong decision after wrong decision. Um, and some parts I was rooting for. I was like, come on, you can do, like, but it just really felt like her character could have been properly developed, made smarter choices. But I mean, hey, it's a horror movie. There's gonna be shitty choices, you know wherever you go, right? Some of the other characters, the her roommates or something like that, they were okay, but I felt like they were bland, not really well developed as well. That's another issue that I have with this movie, is that some of the characters just, or a majority of the characters, felt underdeveloped, and they were just too plain and simple for me. I would have liked a bit more from them. And, again, that always leaves room for a sequel. You can always do better. This was, their first time doing this, and yeah, I definitely hope better for the sequel. But with all the issues that I have with this movie, um, I still enjoyed it. I still thought, for the most part, it was pretty badass. I very much liked it. Um, I don't know if it's my favorite horror film of 2022 just yet. There are still some others that I need to check out and watch, but I would say at the very least, it'll make the list. Um, do I recommend this movie? Yes, I recommend it. If you are a person who likes horror, if you like um, the Hellraiser series in general, or if you've only seen the first one, I definitely recommend you to check this one out. It's not connected to any of the original ones, so if you just want to see this new one without knowing any of the previous movies, go right ahead, because it's like a brand new universe, so to speak. So I absolutely recommend it. Go check it out. Hellraiser 2022. It released last month, October. So go check it out. There is my thoughts on Hellraiser 2022. Thank you so much for watching FilmSlash. I appreciate you here listening to me talk about these sort of movies. I will be doing new movie reviews and just talking about movies in general, hopefully every week. Stay tuned, and I will see you next time.